Man, did the New England Patriots hit on TreVeyon Henderson. And I was late to the game. I'm not even going to lie, bro. By the time he started to really pick it up, I was late to the game. So you see right here, had about 987 rushing yards, including the postseason, 4.7 yards per average, including the postseason. Got to keep mentioning that. And 9 total touchdowns with 1 fumble. But if you take out the postseason, this dude rushed for 911 yards, 9 touchdowns. And here's what's bonkers. So you see the 4.7 yards per carry. It's actually 5.1 yards per carry. Yes, I mean, when you dive straight into the film, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. So let's dive straight into it. So you see they're up against the Browns right here. Looks like they're coming out of I formation. Got Henderson in the backfield, in back of the fullback. Is that a fullback or a tight end? I don't know which one, but watch him on this play up against the Browns. And something that I love is his jump cuts in between. And look at that. Breaks a tackle, takes it up the sidelines. And TreVeyon Henderson, he's a tough back, dude. He's about 5'11", 200 pounds. And he runs in the low 4.4s, and you see it in almost every run. And, you know, we talk about a lot of running backs on this page. Look at him protect the ball at the end there. We talk about a lot of running backs on this channel and, you know, just how explosive they are. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't really know this dude, like what he's lifting in the gym, but if I were to guess, I'd say that his power clean is off the charts. All right, on this one, looks like they're coming out of shotgun, a single wide receiver. Looks like we got a trips up here at the top with 8 on is that Douglas? 8 on motion. Let's see what Henderson does on this play up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You see that toss, got big 76 out in front. Look at that. Look at those cuts. Really clean cuts inside. I love that. Let's watch it again. So you can see May just toss it out to the right there. You got 76 as a lead block. He does a really good job of just being patient, letting his blocker get out in front, right? You don't want to rush that run. Look at that. Got 31. Boom. Got the safety picked up. And you see them diving for that arm tackle, bro. I'll tell you right now, you are not bringing down Henderson with an arm tackle. Does a really good job of just running through that and proceeding to get upfield before getting brought down by, I believe that's Jamel Dean. But just a really clean run. And I love his vision in between with a lot of traffic. You see that right there, that little cut. That shit's too clean. All right, another one up against Tampa Bay. Looks like they're coming out of single back. Looks like we got 12 personnel, so we got the 2 tight ends off the right tackle with the spread twins up here at the top with the wide receivers. Watch your boy Henderson. Watch him go to work. And I mean, right there is just a really good block by the offensive line for that hole. And then Henderson up at the top right here. This is just all him, you know, really explosive and really fast. And you see it on some of these massive breakaway runs by Henderson. I mean, let's look at this. I mean, look at the blocking up front by the New England Patriots offensive line. I know they got a lot of shit in this last Super Bowl, but their offensive line did put in work at certain times during the regular season. And you see it right here on this massive TreVeyon Henderson run. And I mean, hey, man. There's more of that to come. There's more of that to come. Before we continue, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football, do film, anything football. Come and join the fam, bro. I mean, you're already part of it at this point, right? Just subscribe. Anyways, all right, let's dive straight back into this. So looks like we're coming out of I formation up against the Bucks. Looks like they're loading the box. I mean, look at all these guys on the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dudes on the line of scrimmage, basically. Watch Henderson on this. Toss out to the left, and look at that, really patient on the outside, and he caught the defense off guard right there. He did. He's gonna take this in for 6, but look at this, got the block on the edge, and look at that, we got no containment on the outside, 81 with a really good block on the end, and then it's just all Henderson speed on the outside. So when we sit there, when I talked about it earlier, right, I talked about the 5.1 yards per carry. I didn't really dive into it and show you on the screen, but he had a lot of games where he didn't get a lot of yards. He had a couple games where he just went crazy, dude. And you see it as a result of that, as some of these massive plays that we're seeing. All right, so on this one, looks like we're coming out of single back, 11 personnel, tight end off the left tackle. Looks like we got a 2-1 look with the wide receivers. Well, what's Henderson going to do right here up against the Giants? Look at that cutback. And look at him getting crazy too, bro. Stiff arm up at the end of the top right there, finishing through the tackle. One guy's not going to bring his ass down. Let's be real here. Look at that cut. Boom. Boom. Another cut off his left. Oh, we got 9 right here. Does a really good job of reading off his block with 9, running right through that little hole. And then the stiff arm on the defensive back up at the top right there, finishing really strong. But his vision inside, in between his cuts, just to make a little bit of space here and there, is it's exceptional. Getting my words mixed up, but dude, he's a tough runner. Like, I really, later on in the season, I was like, shit, bro. I was like, Henderson's good. Like, I don't know what they're using Ramondre Stevenson. All right, on this play, you're gonna see just from another angle, same play that we just watched. Watch right here. Look at the cut. Boom. Look. Oh my god, bro. Look at that cut. Look at his foot right here. We got 51. Is that Abdul Carter? It might be Abdul Carter, bro. And he did a really good job of, you know, getting in the backfield. But TreVeyon Henderson with that crazy vision. Another cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts. Whew, stiff arm up at the end. Tough run, bro. It's even better from that angle. I already made a video on this earlier in this past season, but I want to mark it again because it's just crazy. Watch Henderson up against the Jets in the red zone. And I mean, look at this. We got 1, 2, 3. Right off the bat, this play is really not looking too hot, if I'm being real with you. Like, what do you guys think? Just watch him finish this out, though. Spin up at the end. And I mean, at that point, look at that. We got 44. Literally got his arms wrapped around him. Pretty sure that's a linebacker. But watch TreVeyon Henderson finish through on this and get into the end zone. Look at that. I mean, he did get a little bit of help. I understand he got a little bit of help there, right? But look at this cut. Boom. And then you see it right there. It's just all him trying to get to the goal line. But like, again, I said, you see 44 wrap him up right there, but it's all power. Gets a little bit of help from his teammates, but it is all power from TreVeyon Henderson. Moving his feet, continuing. Look at that, bro. He ain't giving up. In for 6. All right, another one. Looks like they're coming out of the 11 personnel in the I formation. Single wide receiver up at the top. Again, another play in the red zone. Watch Henderson again on this. Look at that. And that one's not as this one isn't as crazy as what we just watched. But again, you see a couple little cuts in there. He's trying to stretch this outside. He doesn't like it. Sees a little sliver inside. Look at it. Boom, off his left. Back with his right. Making a little bit of space, getting crazy with it inside, and gets in for 6. Making it look easy too, bro. All right, and then we have this play. Looks like they're up against the Buffalo Bills. 12 personnel. 1 extra lineman in there, so it's pretty clear that they're going to run. Let's see if the Buffalo Bills can stop this, because we got a stacked box. If I remember right, this is going to go around the end, but watch his vision right here and watch his little subtle jump cuts. And look at that. Then it's just off to the races. 24. He's not catching him. He's not catching him. But I mean, just these little subtle jump cuts. It's not like he's really like wasting any movement, in my opinion. He does it really fast and really clean, but these little subtle jump cuts inside, they really throw off defenses. You know, I mean, look at 42 right there. 42 on the backside. You literally can't even reach out and get Henderson. But those little subtle jump cuts that he does inside, bro, along with his speed, I bet that really throws off some of those defenders. And as a result of that, you see him get in for 6 right there. And then we have another play up against Buffalo. I've seen this play replayed. I'm sure you guys have, but we gotta watch it, man. We gotta watch it. Coming out of I formation, watch him on this. They're going to try to take it to the right. It's not there. Boom. Freeze it right here. What do we see? Absolutely zero containment by the Buffalo Bills defense. This is just gross to watch, honestly. 31 right here. Just blind to what's going on. But watch Henderson cut this back. Look at that. 31. Oh, your angle's all messed up. Got Drake May out here running out in front. He's going to catch a block. Look at Drake, man. Look at that hustle. And then Henderson down the sidelines. Nobody's catching him. Come on, man. This is a group effort. This is a team effort right here. I know the rest of the offensive linemen ain't there, but look at the quarterback getting in on a block right here, bro. You can't ask for it any better than that. Then Henderson getting in for 6. So, dude, I am really excited for TreVeyon Henderson in this upcoming year, because I think if they can really actually get the run game going, as opposed to just games where he's just going crazy, and games where he didn't even do much and he still rushed for over 900 rushing yards. A season where I feel like TreVeyon Henderson, he's not a rookie. He knows what's going on. McDaniel, he knows what they're going to get out of TreVeyon Henderson. Don't be shocked if this dude rushes for 1,100, 1,200 rushing yards. Don't be shocked at all. The New England Patriots, they might have got embarrassed, but they still have some ballers on the offensive side. And it sounded like they're going to get my boy AJ Brown, bro. The tears as an Eagles fan. But nah, if they get AJ, that's only going to make it that much better for TreVeyon Henderson. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football. Love and appreciate you. And it's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm outie. Deuces.